Pero nasa FB mo, no?
Yeah.
Okay, share ko.
So we're live.
Share ko na mga kababayan.
What's up, guys? Mga kababayan, what's up?
What's up?
I'm live with ITM. ITM. Someone called you
Team.
ITM. Whoever
Itim.
you are who said ITM, it's ITM.
Itim po. Itim.
All right.
Parang umiitim. Umitim tayo dapat. Ganun.
Before we start, we want to get more viewers. We got 3 so far. Please share it. Please share it on your Facebook. That'd be really helpful for us. And let us know if the audio is good, if you could hear us. Let me check on my screen.
For sure.
Really helpful for us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let us know if the audio. Can you talk too?
Yo, can you hear me mga kababayan? Narinig nyo ako?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Sounds good. Yo, mga kababayan.
Give us a thumbs up if you hear us fine. If you want it louder, let us know. All right, let's get some more viewers before we start. Again, this is Katoks with RS featuring ITM. ITM. There you go. Let's.
Iya, talaga naman.
Oh.
Narinig nyo ba ang lola ko? Yun ang lola ko. That's my grandma. Showing off her Southern Tagalog accent. Taga Quezon kasi kami.
There you go.
May mga kababayan taga Quezon ngayon. Yung mga
Tune
manonood.
in.
Taga saan po kayo? Kung nanonood kayo, pa-comment kung taga saan kayo, kung anong probinsya,
Sure.
lugar, bansa.
Again, this is ITM.
Itim. Maraming lugar. Ngayon, taga Riverside, Quezon City.
Let's go.
Riverside, Barangay Commonwealth, Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines, mga kababayan. Pero lumaki ako talaga dito sa California. So, andito ako sa California. Yung mama ko nasa Castro Valley ngayon. Di ko alam kung dapat mag-Tagalog o mag-English ako. Nahirapan ako kapag Taglish
Both,
talaga.
yeah, same here.
Either
Same
dapat puro Tagalog
I
o
mean,
puro English.
If you have a question to Tagalog, we're gonna answer in Tagalog.
Yeah. Yun. Tama.
It's just good pag English because it's universal.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
For the non-Tagalog speakers
For
to
the
understand.
non-Tagalog subscribers that I have.
That's true, yeah.
Because I have some coworkers who
Who
actually watch us
subscribe?
now.
Yeah, we need them. We need them.
We need all of them.
so you
So
get monetized.
let's just share this before we get started. We have a lot to talk about.
Maraming kwentuhan, maraming
So help
inuman.
us share this. So ipakalat natin.
Pakalat natin mga kababayan.
And for you guys who thinks I don't speak Tagalog, magaling ako mag-Tagalog.
Oh, kala mo ah.
Kala nyo.
Kala nyo.
Huwag kayong mag-chismisan behind my back. I could understand you guys.
Yun nga eh.
Can you guys hear us fine? Okay, let me share it.
Sana okay naman ang sound.
Sana all.
Sana oil. Magkwentuhan lang muna tayo. Hintayin
Before we
natin.
start, we're just sharing it to a bunch of groups. That's what I'm doing. And please help us out sharing it as well.
Oh.
Kung may questions kayo, feel free to ask in the comment so we could answer it. Pag wala, okay lang.
Yo, mga kababayan.
I gotta sneeze.
Okay lang?
Ito na lang.
Iya, talaga naman.
Iya! Taga Quezon, nasaan ang ating mga taga Quezon?
I'm gonna keep the comment here.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have one. Hey, what up, D from Texas? What up, man?
D. Texas. Taga saan sa Texas?
Taga San sa Texas.
May mga kaibigan ako doon sa Texas. Washout?
He said, what's up?
Ciudad ba yan?
What's that?
Hindi ko alam.
I don't know
Washout.
where Washout is.
Washout, Texas?
Near where? Oh, we could actually look there, huh? We don't have to look in our phones.
Oh, yeah.
Beaumont.
Washout, Texas.
What up, D? D is really talented.
Yo, D.
Maker, singer.
Ay, siya yung ano? Did he rap in Hari?
Yeah, that's Hari.
Dude, y'all were fire. Hari is fire. Ang galing nyo mga idol.
What up, buds? Buds,
Collab
where
din
you at?
tayo
Saan ka,
sana.
buds? I mean, we could get started, bro.
Yeah.
I'm recording it anyways. All right, let me go to my notes. I took my notes.
Yeah, dude. Same.
Alright.
I got some notes.
Hi, Dad. Hi, May. I have my niece who calls me dad.
Oh, she calls you dad.
She's not my real daughter, okay?
Akala ko may mga anak kayo eh. Yung mga bata.
Oh, snaps.
I hella thought
What up, May?
you had kids. So I was like, wait,
No.
aren't there supposed to be children here?
What up, buds? What up, D? Thanks for tuning in. Please share the live stream so we can get more viewers, because there's a lot to learn about ITM. There's a lot to learn about this guy.
Medyo lang.
And medyo lang. And again, this is Katalks with RS featuring ITM. I do this so you guys could get to know your artists, your MCs, your beat makers, your producers, or whoever, right?
Yeah.
It's actually for whoever, man.
Basta marunong kang lumikha.
Yep. And shout out Mark. When we gonna make some noise? in a bit.
Yo. Sabihin nyo kung anong klaseng noise na
We
gusto
want
nyo.
100 viewers before we make noise, man. Come on, let's go share.
Sana nga.
Again, this is gonna be also on YouTube. I'm recording right now.
Live sa YouTube.
Yeah. And live sa Facebook, but it's recording, so
Ah,
I'm gonna
okay,
upload
okay.
it to YouTube
For sure,
afterwards.
for sure.
Sa mga nanonood, can you hear us fine? Is our volume okay? We always make noise, bro. That's given already.
Ang ingay namin eh. Kanina lang.
Puro ingay.
Maingay, hindi namin sinasabi na maganda.
All right, we can get started, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna interview ITM. This is ITM for you guys. He is
Yo. You
Why
good?
is it? Sorry, I paused. He is a artist in the
Yeah.
Philippines or
Kahit saan.
kahit saan,
Everywhere.
kahit saan sulok ng mundo.
O yun, tama.
There you go. So before we get, well, my first question is, who is ITM?
Yeah. Sino si Itim? Who is Itim?
Yep.
So the thing for me, I would say just a short answer is Itim is an MC, a rapper, spoken word artist, a creative. It's sort of my alter ego for when I perform or create. And for me, why I picked the word itim is I translate it as dark. So like when we say umitim ka, we're saying you got dark. And that was something I grew up hearing from my lola, actually. She would say like, oy, umitim ka na naman, which would not really be a good thing. I'm sure everybody, whenever we heard that we got darker na umitim tayo, they probably were saying we should not be that dark. So I hope that in using my name, Itim, that through voices like mine, through names like mine, there'll be sort of a change in our mindset as a people. So when we say umitim ka, it actually becomes more of a compliment and not an insult. So when we say umitim ka, it's the same thing as saying, oy, pumogi ka. RS, umitim ka. Pumogi ka pala eh. Gumanda ka.
Very
So,
well
you know,
said, man.
yeah.
There you go. That's ITM for you. That's his little story behind his name, sa pangalan niya.
And my actual name is Tim, so it's a
Actually,
little
that's-
wordplay.
That's pretty dope.
That's why it's
So,
ITM.
ITM, Tim, yeah. So what do you want me to call you? Tim
Right
is
now,
fine?
Tim,
Yeah.
either,
Tim?
yeah. Tim
It's
for
like the
short.
same,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like the
yeah.
same.
Dope. So there you have it. That's how he came up with ITM.
Yeah.
For all the Americans watching, ITM means
Dark.
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 Doesn't mean
Itim.
black, right?
So there's different ways that itim has been used. Complicated history of colorism and anti-blackness in the Philippines. But it has been used negatively also to refer to folks of African descent.
Yep.
When we say itim, so and it can also mean black, and also actually just for the when we're talking about colors like pure black, like what I'm wearing, we would say itim. But so I want to own that and not say that I'm saying I'm of African descent. Although if we all really come from Africa. If we're following that theory, then
That's true.
LOL. But
Me and my
not to get into that.
coworkers,
Yeah.
we were actually talking about this earlier.
Yeah, man. I mean, I haven't done enough anthropology classes to be able to talk about that, but I own it as being dark. As when my Lola would tell me I got dark, she would say umitim ako. So that's the way I use it as
Pero
itim.
sa totoo lang, hindi naman siya ganun kaitim eh. As you can see, he's not that.
Ngayon, kasi nasa US ako.
So we are, nandito kami ngayon sa California. Nag-vacation si
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
Tim. So, yung mga naghihintay pa sa lubong niya.
Ano yan? Yeah, actually, malapit na akong umuwi sa Pilipinas. I'm leaving in 2 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's coming up.
What up, Ryan Chum? He's a
Oy,
dope
Ryan.
beat maker. If
Oy,
you need a
pahingi.
beat maker sa Philippines.
Oh, yeah?
Ryan,
Pahingi
where-
beat Ryan.
Pahingi daw beat Ryan.
Nasa QC lang kami. Riverside, Commonwealth.
There you go. All right. My next question for you. Who are your influences
Yeah.
locally but the international?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. So top 3, I would say.
That is international or
Both, yeah.
Okay, both. Oh.
So top 3 for me whenever I'm writing, I usually think of these 3 people. Number 1 is Kendrick Lamar. It was because of listening to Good Kid, Mad City that I really got into hip hop and started to think like, oh, I don't just like listening to rap music. I actually want to try writing rap music. So when I think about myself as a hip hopper, as an MC, it's like my life before and after Good Kid, Mad City. So definitely number 1, Kendrick. Number 2 is actually Chance the Rapper. And it's
Ooh.
funny saying that now in 2022 because back in like 2016, that was a cool thing to say. Now it's kind of like, oh man, Chance has kind of fallen off a bit since then.
I
But
haven't
I'm still a
heard- I haven't
fan.
heard of Chance in a bit.
Yeah, he hasn't had much. He's had some features here and there. He's had some YouTube releases, but his mixtapes are classics for underground hip hop, for independent music. And Coloring Book was a huge influence over me and his style really in 2016, 2017, previous to the big day, which we could talk about at another time.
Yeah.
But Chance is my big influence, especially when it comes to like song ideas, melodies. I think Chance has, especially as far as rappers go, he's had one of the best ear for
agree, yeah.
melodies, you know. So definitely Chance. And number 3 is the Kababayan Glock 9.
Hey.
Glock 9 for sure, man. Especially as I've been learning Tagalog. I didn't grow up speaking Tagalog, pero ngayon ganito ang Tagalog
Pero
ko.
he's good. He speaks really good.
So especially being in the Philippines, I'm like, yo, I don't want to just rap and people don't understand me. So
good.
sorry, my mom's calling. Ma.
Toy, sabi mo hindi ka magpapagabi.
Opo. Mga siguro bago mag-12, nasa bahay na ako.
Phone,
Mag-12.
phone call.
Ma, may ginagawa kami.
Oh, sige. Okay,
Sige
bye-bye.
pa.
Shout out, mom.
Sorry. Yeah, mama ko. Ganun talaga ang mga nanay.
Is it?
Yeah, so growing up, I didn't even talk to my mom in Tagalog like that. We talked in English. My mom's fluent in English. But as I've been learning more Tagalog, I've been trying to rap more in Tagalog. And especially when it comes to rapping in Tagalog, I just think about how would Glock 9 say this. And thank you to RS for getting me to be in a song with one of my idols, with one of my top 3 MCs,
So-
Glock 9 himself. That was something.
Go tell them to listen to it, bro.
Yo, check out Bahala on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. Look up Bahala, BAHALARS, ITM, ITM, Izzle. Shout out to Izzle, our homie. Also, dope MC. And of course, Glock 9, the GOAT.
Yes, sir.
Very grateful to be on that song with him. So thank you to
Thank you,
RS
Glock 9,
making
for
that happen.
giving us your 16 on that
Yun
track.
din.
Salamat, Glock.
Maraming salamat po, Lodi.
What up to the viewers? What's going on? Tita Malong, what's up? Hi, Tita Malong.
Udi. Yeah, Cocoa Butter Kisses, classic. Cigarettes on cigarettes. Yeah, dude.
Cool.
I'm gonna listen to that on my way back
How
home.
about, how about right now? Who do you listen to right now? Still the same
Jid,
three?
yo. Jid just dropped a few weeks ago. He dropped his album Forever Story. And so I've been bumping Forever Story on repeat. Jid is a rapper out of, I think he's from Atlanta. He's definitely from the South, but he's on the Dreamville label under J. Cole. He's
I'm gonna check that out. I'm
yeah,
gonna check him out. Yeah.
he's really good. He's a dope. I mean, I think he doesn't like the comparisons he gets to Kendrick, but he's definitely gives you a similar vibe to like Good Kid,
Yeah,
Mad
yeah,
City
yeah, yeah.
Kendrick, like Pimp a Butterfly type Kendrick. if you watch Anthony Fantano, the Needle Drop, he's a music reviewer. He gave Jid's album a 9, which is really, really good
Wow.
for his scoring system. So Jid is dope. He's really great. Non hip hop related, I'm listening to Bea Badubi also. Shout out to our Filipinas killing it right now.
Hey.
Bea Badubi, Bella Pawarch, Olivia Rodrigo, Haley
Good pick.
Steinfeld. Yo, the Filipinas are killing it right now in the
They
music
are,
scene.
man.
Like, we dreamed of being this mainstream 10 years ago. So to see people like them, it's pretty dope. Something
Next,
special.
next
So.
is you, bro.
We'll see. I mean, I'm older than them.
He just laughed. He
I'm
just laughed.
older than Bea Badubi and all them, man. But it
All
is
right.
what it is.
Well, before I ask all the other stuff, I just want to know your process in making music.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, what do you do first? Do you get the beat? Do you write first?
Yeah, it depends. So like when I first was just starting to really write, and this was like in 2016, 2017, I would just look up beats on YouTube, like type
Yeah.
beats, that
A lot of
type of
people
stuff.
have, yeah.
Exactly. And so whenever I found a beat I liked, like one of the first beats YouTube producers I rapped to was Blended Beats.
Okay.
He had this beat I really liked. So I
Nice.
wrote the verse for my first ever release on my SoundCloud and Bandcamp called Beams One,
Oh, I
just like
know
a
that
little
one.
low
I
key
know that one.
series.
Yeah.
Actually, like probably my most plays on the SoundCloud.
Really?
But yeah, and it was like my first one. So that when it was in that process, it was a lot of just listening to the beat, like that blended beats,
I
and
see
just
it, yeah.
whatever I wanted, whatever it kind of made me feel. And a lot of the times, if it's a really good beat, like that's where the melody comes in. Sometimes I have a line, but it can also depend. So, like for my first mixtape, actually for Huwag Kalimutan, it was like all over the place. So I knew I had a major theme, which was memory,
Okay.
and so that was kind of my starting place for everything. And so uh, one of the songs, Remembrance, which is the last song, that was a case of I already had the melody like in my head, like I just
Sweet,
like
sweet.
was thinking about
Okay.
it, and I had the lyrics.
But do you write lyrics in your notebook, and then later on when you're writing, you're like, oh, I could use this
Oh
2
yeah,
bars in this track.
yeah. Let me tell you about this one time. So that's a thing I think for creatives. Like we're always creating, and so you
Right.
just gotta have something ready to jot down whatever, because you
Right.
never know when you'll come back to it. And there's
Right.
this one time, I was walking back from work, just listening to music, and so my one of my old jobs was I worked as an after school program teacher,
Sweet.
and I was helping some kids with homework and
Okay.
math or homework.
All right.
And so I was trying to remember like how to divide and all these things. So I had like math terms in my head. I was walking back to the BART and out in Soma. Shout out Soma. Shout out
Shout
Galing
out.
Bata after school program.
Shout out.
That's where I worked. And I remember I just thought of the word quotient while I was walking, and I was
What
like,
is
huh,
that?
I should rhyme a word with quotient. Like what could I make out of that? And so as I just kept walking and listening to music, I just went floating on oceans, frozen in motion. This nation so divided, my generations, the quotient.
There you have it. Bars.
So, like sometimes it's just like that. You just,
Yeah.
like a word hits you or an idea hits you, and then you build from
And
there.
I think that's when you know you're a creative. Like, where did you come up with that? Normal people don't come up with that, bro.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I think creating is just like anything, it's a muscle. So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like basketball, dude. I love basketball. I'm a
Yeah.
Lakers. Shout out Lakers, RIP Kobe. We were
Warriors.
Kobe fan. I
You're
mean, yeah,
Warriors
sure. Y'all are
territory.
killing it right now. But back in 2010,
Hey,
this was the jersey to wear.
Kobe. Rest in peace,
Um,
Kobe.
Yeah, RIP Kobe, man. That's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's a whole.
Also,
that's a whole different interview.
comment below if this is true. Maybe it's not so true because I've gained weight a little bit,
Yeah.
but I have been told my entire life that I look like Kobe.
Hey.
Like I'm not even kidding. Ever since I was a kid,
Kobe.
everyone said
Which
like
side?
kamukha mo si Kobe.
There you. No, I see it.
Do you see it, dude? I don't know. People have been telling me that my whole life. I had a priest one time walk up to me and just tell me like, "Alam mo, kamukha mo si Kobe." I was like 10 years old.
No, do you guys agree? Does he look like Kobe?
Yeah, so comment it.
Let us know in the comment.
Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a hindi.
Because if he does look like Kobe, we're gonna make a skit.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm not even joking, man. Even in the Philippines right now, people tell me I look like Kobe.
Kobe.
But just like Kobe playing basketball, it's something you got to practice. So
Sir.
practice our creativity.
Okay. How about for recording? Well, I experienced recording ITM for like 2 sessions. I want to know. I mean, I'm pretty sure the audience they want to know kung paano ko mag-record. What's your process?
Ang hirap ngayon eh. Kasi nasa
Yes.
bahay lang ako. So right now, I live in a community called Riverside. Shout out Commonwealth.
Before he
Oh.
answers this, go
Yeah.
follow him on Instagram because you'll see his life in Riverside
Let
in
me,
the
link
sa
it.
Pilipinas. It's
link
really
it.
interesting. You guys gotta follow his stories. He posts some funny stuff once in a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to share about life in the Philippines in a non-exploitative way,
Yeah.
in a way that's just not like another Will Dasovich or a
yeah.
Philam vlogger walking in like,
No.
hey, look at the Philippines, everybody.
Hindi kami ganon, hindi kami ganon.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be just another Will Dasovich, yo. So I'm trying to figure out like how can I share about my community in a way that is dignifying to them, that can let their voices be heard. That's really important to me. But at the same time, wanting to show what life is really like, because honestly, a lot of these vloggers who come into the Philippines, they just show what life is like for like 1% of the
Right,
population,
right.
which means they're going to they live in condominiums. They're in air conditioning all the time. They go to Boracay and Palawan for vacation every
don't
other
you-
weekend.
Why don't you vlog, bro?
That's what I'm trying to do. So I have a vlog series. I have been not
Like,
doing it as well anymore.
We want to see more than 15 seconds.
That's fair. You know what? When I get back to Riverside, I will
That's
recommit to my vlog. So
would
I
you
have a
gu-
vlog. Actually, here, I'll link it in
Go-
the comments.
there you go.
So this is my vlog series on YouTube. It's called Balik Bayan, Not Missionary.
Yeah.
And so a little bit about what I'm doing. I work for this organization called Servants to Asia's Urban Poor. And we're a faith-based organization, so a lot of people will say like, "Oh, so you're a missionary, missionero ka pala." But really, how I think about it is that's not what I'm trying to do out there. I think I'm just trying to be a balikbayan, and what that means for me is being back with our people as an act of solidarity.
And not like Will Dasovich.
Not be Will Dasovich, not be
Shots fired.
another white man's burden with a brown face. That's not what I'm trying to do out there.
But he's half white, so.
Yeah, Will Dasovich is white too. So, but yeah, so you can follow what I'm doing on my Instagram and this vlog series called Balik Bayan, Not Missionary. I'm linking it right now in the comments.
Go ahead.
Um,
Check out that link. That
so
Itim posted.
yeah, so it's just I live in this community called Riverside, Quezon City, and a lot of my neighbors, or all of my neighbors, are of the working class. So they work as vendors, fruit vendors. They work as construction workers, taxi drivers. They deliver your Lala Move for our kababayans in the Philippines. They're delivering your Lala
Really?
Move. Yeah, I have some Lala
That's
Move
dope.
neighbors. But yeah, they're the working class, and I live in a place that probably not a lot of Philams, Balikbayans would want to live in. But it's been such a gift for me to be in this community because it's showed me so much about what like community beyond the sterile American dream, white picket fence, suburbia, which I grew up in. It shows me what more there is to life than that. And so I love being in my community, as hot as it is and as loud as it can be. Especially it makes it hard to record because people are shouting outside. It's
The
really
rooster
hot.
and the chicken.
The
bro.
rooster is the chicken. When I
The
try to
cats.
record, I have to turn off the fan. But then if I turn off the fan, it's really hot and I sweat. So it's a struggle to record out there. But you
No.
know, we make it
It's
happen.
real.
Yeah.
Sa mga that used to record sa bahay, you guys know how it is. Because when we used to record on a rainy day, you know that
Ayun
one-
nga eh.
you know when it pours
Yeah, pag malakas.
and then it'll stop and that's when I hit the record button, bro.
Yep. The struggle, man.
So yung mga nagre-record sa Philippines, you guys know the struggle of recording, especially if your roof or your ceiling is yero.
Yeah, yun ang bahay ko. Like yung anong tawag dito?
The
Yung
steel.
bubong. Yung
Bubong,
bubong
yeah,
ko.
yeah. It's-
Yeah, it's just
So it's really
yeah.
so respect
Maingay.
to all the people who record in the Philippines, man.
man.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Right,
Seriously. So we out there. If you're ever in the Philippines, if you want to
Riverside?
come through Riverside, you just get on an SM Fairview bus or jeepney.
Hey.
Tell the jeepney driver Riverside. Get off at Riverside, cross the footbridge, go down the Palenque, take a ride at the Bigasan, and we're all the way down there, literally by a little creek. So my house is
go.
actually the last house by
Is
the
that
river.
why it's called Riverside?
I think so. It's not a real river because it's just like smaller.
Yeah, I know what you
But I guess so. It's the only source of water over
Does
there.
it bumabaha if it rains?
Di masyado. Yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't get too high.
Yeah, that's good.
But the current gets pretty strong when
Yeah,
it rains hard.
I
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I want you to answer this sa Tagalog, ah.
Oh, sige. Game,
When you
game.
write, pag nagsusulat ka ng rap,
Mm.
ano mas gusto mo, Tagalog or English?
Depende sa topic. Depende sa
Okay.
topic. So, at depende kung saan ako magpa-perform or ano. So, isang kanta na ipapakita namin mamaya, puro Tagalog siya. At nung nagsimula ako dito, dahil yung tema ay yung politika sa Pilipinas at inisip ko na gagamitin ko ang imahe ng sabong ng manok. Siyempre, dapat puro Tagalog yung isusulat ko. So, yun ang talagang nung nagsusulat ako, iniisip ko, anong kayang sasabihin ni Glock 9 dun dito sa bar na to? Kasi mahusay siya magkwento si Glock 9 talaga.
Shout out,
Alam natin yun, like sa upuan, sa isang
Everything,
kanta,
bro.
Dungaw.
Everything.
Yeah, marami siyang magandang kwento sa mga kanta niya. So parang ginagaya ko siya doon sa Tagalog ko. Pero, I mean, aaminin ko na mas lalo akong nahihirapan magsulat kapag Tagalog. Lalo dahil yung kaalaman ko sa Tagalog hindi ganoon kalawak. Kaya, yeah, medyo mahirap. Pero sinusubukan ko naman. Yeah.
Pero magaling si Itim mag-Tagalog, as you could hear from him.
Salamat.
So,
Mag-aral lang. Practice lang yun, practice.
but again, Itim has so many tracks in Tagalog, bro. You have a lot of tracks.
Medyo. Yung mga nasa Spotify, wala pang puro Tagalog.
Luha.
Yeah. Luha, yung chorus.
yeah,
yung chorus
yeah.
lang. Yung chorus ko sa Luha, Tagalog.
Yeah, yeah.
Pero pag mga verse,
Verse in
yeah,
English.
yeah, wala pa. Pero abangan nyo yan. Abangan.
If you guys have any questions for Itim, just say it in the comments so we could ask him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, what's your plan as an MC? Like in the future, what do you see yourself?
Man, sana sumikat.
Yeah, that's
Sisikat, Ali sa Riverside. No, joke.
no, that's
Eh,
honest. Though. You know, you don't
yeah.
want to just stay like a
Yeah.
home studio.
Yeah, no, for
artist.
sure. I mean, my number one thing is I love performing. Like, I
No,
love
I see that. Yeah.
being in front of people. I love just my voice being heard. I love holding a mic in front of
Yeah.
people. So if I can just be on the biggest stage in front of
That'd be
hella
dope.
people,
Yeah.
that's what I want. And of course, with that entails like, oh, well, you have to make it in some way.
Yeah.
But you know, like, I don't ever see it like, oh, I'm only gonna do music because like I do a lot of other stuff. I mean,
Right.
I work with servants in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm studying right now in seminary, LOL seminary. We can talk about that, but
Some other time.
I'm in seminary right now, getting my master's. So I can't say like music is something I'm just like I'm gonna drop everything and just do this. But I love it enough that I want it to be part of every part of my life. And so, as much as I can get my stuff out there and use it as a means to speak on things I think are very important, to speak on the visibility of places like Riverside that I want to
Right.
do, I'm going to be doing it. But, the goal is, man, I just want to be up in front of a hella people. So,
I mean,
hopefully
it's
that
possible.
happens.
It's
Yeah.
possible. I mean, I just want to explain to them or tell them how I met Itim.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Theo Bernardo's.
Shout out Theo, salamat
Shout out
kababayan.
Theo. What's up, Theo? He posted your one of your songs on his story,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was just curious. I'm like, who is this? So I went to
Sino to?
Spotify, typed in Itim, and I
Yeah.
think it was Luha, one of those songs.
Yeah,
Or with the
it's probably
Rex
Luha.
Navarrete.
Oh,
The intro,
Dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
And I
That was
played it,
my
I was like,
first single.
What?
Yeah.
What is
Dark.
this?
Yeah.
I liked it because it was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't like what we hear now. It's like it has a lot of
Yeah.
honesty and
I appreciate
it
that.
was deep. It was deep. It was
Yeah.
deep.
I
So
love that
that's
song.
how I met Itim. So did I reach out to you?
Yeah, you slid in the DMs,
Right.
and that's where we got started.
Freaking Arsh Productions. Eh?
Yeah, dude, I love it.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, we need
But
that.
shout out Theo for sharing his music. And I think he still
Salamat.
listens to your music now.
Talaga.
Man. Yeah.
Salamat, Theo, ah. Salamat.
Theo, shout out.
Shout out, Theo. Maraming salamat. May utang ako sa iyo.
So, like, people want to know, mag-stay ka ba sa Philippines or, like, okay,
yung
let
plano
me ask
namin.
you this. You told, Itim told me his plan earlier today, but I want to know, what if you become famous?
Kapag sumikat,
what if sumikat ka and then life
yeah.
it changes.
Well, in the off chance, kapag sumikat ako sa loob ng 3 taon,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
right.
baka tingnan natin, baka may gagawin kasi I think yung pinakadahilan ay trabaho kung
Mm-hmm.
bakit hindi baka mga 3 taon pa lang ako sa Pilipinas. Pero kapag may ibang mangyari,
Who
tingnan
knows,
natin.
right?
Yeah, tingnan natin.
I mean, if it pays the bills, bro.
Yeah. Yun at
It's-
the end of the
it's-
day kapag may pang
Bayad.
upa, may
Yeah.
pambayad sa ilaw, pang
Ilaw.
tubig, pang
Yeah.
pamasahe, I mean yun ang mga
Yes,
mahalagang
sir.
tanong. So,
Eh.
yeah, tingnan natin. Pero kahit ano mangyari sa buhay ko, gusto ko kapag balik-balik ako sa Pilipinas.
Oh,
Like ayaw kong
definitely.
sabihin na forever ako sa US or forever ako sa Pilipinas. Balikbayan talaga.
Yeah,
So,
we're
balikbayan.
really balikbayan, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough because this is also home.
Yeah.
America is
Yeah.
also home. Pero Philippines it's different, man. It's different.
Bayan natin yan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So,
you guys still watching? You have any questions for ITM? Just type it in the comment.
We're chilling. We
So,
chilling. Mga kababayan.
what's your process in making music, bro?
Yeah.
Like get in really detail.
Yeah, man. So when I was really in it, which I need to get back to, is there's this thing
What
called
wait? What do you mean when you're really in it?
when I'm consistently doing it. The past year I haven't been super
Consistently
consistent.
doing it meaning you're constantly writing.
Yeah, like every day.
Yeah.
One of the important things I think is to find the time of day that you
Right.
feel most creative. And so for some people I've heard it's like late at night
That's
because
me.
you're like
me.
your what is it called? Your brain chemicals or
My creative juices just
Yeah.
flowing, bro.
like your inhibitions are kind of lower, so you get a little less self-conscious and just more creative. So I think a lot of people like doing it late at night, but for me it's actually in the morning when I've had coffee. So
Weird.
yeah, nah, dude, it's the best though. That's my best time. Is like
You guys
I get
gotta
up at
try
a
it.
good time. Yeah, I get up at a good time, have breakfast, drink my coffee, and then just give me a beat and I'll write. Like that's the best for me. So finding a time that you can stick to is really important. Not only because it's a time where you're most ready to create, but it also keeps you accountable to keep doing it. So when it's like, oh, it's like 9 a.m., it's time for me to just write something.
early.
So, nah, man, I try. It hasn't been 9 a.m. this past year, but
Someone said nocturial
Oy!
creative.
nocturnal. Si Johnny, si Johnny, shout out kababayan Johnny. Siya yung isa pang kakolab namin dito sa
Shout
bagong
out Tito
collab.
Phil. That's
Yo.
my uncle Phil. I think he's in the Philippines right now.
Oy.
Shout out Tito Phil.
Gandang hapon po, gandang
Magandang
tanghali. Si Johnny, isang artist, rapper, MC,
Oh,
graphic designer ka ba, Johnny?
Johnny, Johnny, message tayo ah. Usap tayo sometimes.
Oh yeah, gawa ako GC. Ayusin ko ang GC natin.
GC.
Ayun ang-
Gcash?
Yeah. Oy, Gcash. Basta Gcash.
G-
Oy, pwede ko yun i-send yung Gcash ko dito.
I got a Gcash too.
Yeah, parehas kami may Gcash. Baka naman, malapit na ang Pasko. Pero si Johnny isang kababayan, kaibigan at kapwang rapper na sasali sa isang kanta namin. So,
In this track?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yung ginagawa
Johnny,
natin.
Excited ako to work with you, man.
Yeah.
Magandang hapon sa iyo rin.
Magre-record siya sa bahay sa Riverside. So, magre-record kami dun.
So, what do you use?
Like
Anong software, gear, microphone?
So my go-to mic, thanks to my homie Tim, also named Tim Alar, he put me on to like the gear I should get started with. So I still use a Shure SM57.
Okay.
Pretty good mic. It doesn't pick up too much background noise, and I really like how my voice sounds in it,
Yeah.
even without too much done to the vocals. So
I noticed that.
yeah, right.
When you sent me your tracks, Bahala,
Yeah.
and you're like, don't touch it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a music engineer. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
touch
yeah.
this,
That's
bro.
what you do. I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I'm just recording like a demo or something, it's really just I record and add a little
EQ?
reverb or something.
You don't EQ your
Nah, dude, I
vocals?
just add a little reverb. So I'm hella basic with it. Like
Yeah.
I record demos and stuff or stems on GarageBand usually.
Yeah.
If I'm passing it to like you or like an engineer, then I
yeah.
do it raw. But like if I'm just doing it something to keep or post as like a visual or something, I'll just slap on one of the filters,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like the narrator filter.
Mhm.
So I just put that, add a little reverb and ambience, and like
I
that's what I
mean,
do.
that's all you need, bro.
Yeah.
Sa mga aspiring to become rappers, you don't need
Yeah.
everything else. You just need a microphone. No, first you need skill.
Yeah,
You need
tama.
skill.
Yeah, kung wala kang bars,
You need a
wala
microphone.
kang bars.
And hindi nga kailangan ng expensive microphone. You could use any microphone. Some people use their
yeah,
AirPod.
yeah, the on the
Earphones,
earbuds,
yeah, the
the mic,
microphone sa
yeah,
phone.
yeah. Mas lalo ngayon sa TikTok.
And then it sounds good still.
Mhm.
So the first thing you need is you need skills.
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, but you need skills.
Yeah,
to
fun
start, yeah.
fact. Another album I've been listening to is Lupe Fiasco's latest
Oh,
album.
is it good?
Yeah, drill music in Zion. So apparently, he recorded that whole album in 48 hours using GarageBand and a $100 USB mic. He recorded all of it doing that with just that.
What was his reasoning?
I
Just
don't
to
know. I
test it
haven't
out,
heard.
or-
I haven't. I just that's what when I was reading up a little bit on the album.
But how's the
that's what they said.
quality?
It doesn't sound like it's only that, but that's because of how skilled.
Yeah.
That's how skilled Lupe is, and probably how skilled his engineers are.
But have you there's been a photo on Facebook that's going around of she won the Grammy and then they showed her studio. It's literally just a home studio.
Really?
I'm like,
Yeah, man. I mean, if you have like Steve Lacy, apparently would just record stuff like on his iPhone and
sheesh.
GarageBand. Like, yeah, there's at the end of the day, it's about skill. but
It's really about skill,
Yeah.
though. Like I know a lot of aspiring like rappers in the Philippines. Just
Yeah, just
keep
do it.
just keep at it.
Just
and
do
you
it.
get better, even though you're not as skilled ngayon.
Mm.
Give it time.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
doing it. Yeah.
Dude, again, it's like basketball.
Yeah.
Like if you're not good, it doesn't matter if you're wearing like $200 Nikes or Jordans, man. You're gonna suck.
So my uncle is. Can you be a guest in our Kuya Phil's garden at Kapehan sa Kubo? You want to read that? I can't.
Oh yeah, sige. Can you be our guest in our Kuya Phil's garden at Kapehan sa Kubon Silang Tagay? Oh, sige. We have a small evangelist, so sound will be good for this. Sige po.
Go
Sa Tagaytay lang po kayo, pwede naman. I-add nyo po ako dito. Nandito lang ako sa comments. Timothy Sean Balut Ignacio.
Right now, nasa QC. He
Yeah, sa
stays at
QC po ako. Riverside Commonwealth.
Yes, sir.
Medyo malapit kami sa UP, sa Circle.
Pero malayo yan sa Tagaytay.
Medyo. Pero
That's south.
madali lang.
It's
I think
possible. It's
Yeah, yeah,
possible, yeah.
may mga sakayan sa...
All right, Tito Phil, I'll connect you guys.
Apo, yeah.
Yeah.
Dagaytay.
What were we talking about?
Masarap dun eh, hindi mainit. Equipment, gear,
Oh, okay.
I mean, the kababayans play ball in chinelas or barefoot,
And they're good.
and they're really good.
they're really
So
good.
that just shows you it's not
Yeah.
about the.
One time
about the gear.
I visited the Philippines. I had like nice Jordans.
Oh,
And then after like
no.
5 minutes, I was like,
Yeah. No, man.
and then these guys are like sweating with slippers and boxers.
Yo.
I'm like, respect.
Yeah. Alam nila, because we have a little half court dun sa amin. May maliit na half court
Yeah.
kami sa may sapa. Like, literally sa tapat ng bahay ko ang court namin. Maliit lang
So
talaga.
maingay.
Oh, maingay, maliit, masikip,
Yeah.
maraming foul. Wala.
Every play is a foul.
Yeah, grabe yung mga
Pero
laro.
do you play with them?
Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah, hindi ako ganun kagaling, alam nila. Pero sumasali naman ako.
Yeah.
Mga 20-20 yung pustahan lang.
Yeah.
Hindi sa mga abot ng mga ilang daan ng pustahan.
Oh man.
Hindi ko na kaya.
My house, Sembo, there's a basketball court, and
Oh, yeah.
there's constantly games.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
in the heat,
Oh, yeah.
they're still playing. I'm like,
It's crazy.
dude, it's hot.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So shout out sa mga players sa Sembo, North Sembo. What's up, man?
Kung
What's
may
up, guys?
pustahan, may laruan. May laro.
All
That's
right.
how we play, man.
Next questions. Do you have any new projects coming up besides this
Oh,
one with our
Yeah, with our
Productions?
collab. That's like my
Yeah.
main kind of thing.
So we have a track coming out soon. It's
Yeah.
it's like 50% done. It's
Yeah.
not there yet. Yeah.
So I've been trying to get this project done. I have this collab with a really dope producer, beat maker, DJ out sa Antipolo in the Philippines. Bass Relief, really dope. Shout out Bass Relief. We connected during the pandemic just over IG. and he's really dope. And we've kind of been trying to work on a little collab EP, but I've been really, it's been hard to finish. So I've been trying to release it like each October for Filipino American History Month, but I never got it done. So still working on it slowly but surely. The song that we're actually going to share is part of that project. So
nice.
yeah, trying to finish that. But for the for sure releases this year is our collab.
Yeah, yeah.
I got another collab with.
It better
a
be
homie.
released before the year.
Oh
ends,
yeah, yeah,
bro.
it will be. It will be for sure. I gotta get some stuff out this year.
But there, dude, I've had projects. Hari, I
Yeah.
made that in 2000,
Oh right.
and
Yeah,
it was just released like 2 months or a month.
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So it's fine. It's fine to be put on hold, bro.
It happens. Lalo
It
kapag may
happens.
mga ilang artists, no?
Yep. So that's it. You're not writing right at
Well,
the
no.
moment?
So I have another song I finished actually last year. Speaking of holding on to stuff,
Okay.
the homie brother, another dope beat maker,
Philippines?
producer. Yeah, dun sa Pilipinas. He
Dang.
also plays bass for a pretty dope indie band called The Devices.
Ooh.
So he's really dope.
Tagasan. Tagasan.
Taga saan ba siya? Sa Maynila.
You gotta connect me with these guys,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for sure. Yung si brother naman medyo busy siya ngayon kasi he's actually becoming a lawyer, mag-aabogado. So, yeah, medyo
That's
busy
a
siya
two
ngayon.
different worlds,
Yeah,
bro.
kaya nga.
Yeah.
But he's really dope. He's one of the first people I connected with in music, and he's
Nice,
just a
nice.
dope, great person, great musician.
Right.
And so he produced a beat with one of his friends, and they passed me the beat, and we made a song out of it. So I'm gonna try to get that out by the end of the year, so you can look out for a couple more releases by the
Even
time the
if
year ends.
like ITM doesn't release songs, you could find a lot of his songs on Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube, GarageBand.
yeah,
No,
Spotify,
sorry, not Garage.
Apple
SoundCloud.
Music, SoundCloud, yeah. So my first mixtape, Huwag Kalimutan, is not on Spotify. It's not on streaming platforms. It's only on my SoundCloud and Bandcamp. So
What is Bandcamp? I don't know what Bandcamp is.
really,
Yeah.
it's just another music platform site.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
free to upload. The great thing about it is that you just earn way more if people actually purchase your music
Oh,
than
okay.
Spotify, because people have the option,
Yeah.
or you can make it so that people have to pay
Hmm.
to listen to your music, and so they buy it and download it, and you get most of the revenue.
What do you use for do you have what's the one for Spotify?
Oh,
DistroKid?
DistroKid, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on
It's
DistroKid.
expensive though. I
It
mean,
is expensive.
it's
That's why
starting to- yeah.
streaming. Yeah, that's a thing, man.
why
Streaming is expensive.
You have to come up with music.
Yeah,
You
to
know,
make it
like,
worth
yeah,
it.
to make it worth it.
yeah.
I was just telling some of the beat makers earlier. I used to have BeatStars. You know what BeatStars is?
Medyo.
It's like
Parang narinig ko yun.
subscription where you put your beats and people buy it.
Oh yeah,
But it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
20
yeah.
bucks per month.
Yeah.
So
oh,
if I don't
wow.
make any income, it's like dude,
yeah,
that's
you're just losing money.
money, yeah.
Grabe.
So you really gotta put like 10 beats a day
Yeah,
and
to
be
make it worth
noticed. Yeah, to be noticed.
that's the thing about being
Yeah.
an independent creative.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of, what's the word? There's a lot of avenues to get your stuff out there,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll cost you
What do you think is the best thing?
to put your music out
Yeah.
there.
YouTube
Depends
is
where you
pretty
are.
Good, yeah.
It depends where you are. Actually, if you're in the Philippines, YouTube.
YouTube.
Everybody
yeah.
listens to their music through
On
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Well, and TikTok now.
Yeah,
As a
TikTok.
older,
Even
as
in the
a,
Philippines?
yeah,
Yeah.
as a millennial, I'm still not super on TikTok. I have a
Yeah.
TikTok, but I'm not like on it where like there's like TikTok artists. But I try to pay attention to that. But
Yeah.
if you're in the Philippines, TikTok, YouTube, you'll be okay. But
I try to use it all.
yeah,
Just
no,
I mean, I'm not dancing, but
yeah.
every time I post on YouTube, it's on Instagram,
Yeah.
it's on TikTok.
That's the best. The
Yeah.
thing is, though, is like it's funny. So there's a very clear socioeconomic divide between where people listen to their music. If they're like middle class, like graduated from Ateneo, UP, like all that
Yeah.
stuff, they listen to Spotify. That's where they listen to their music is on
Right.
Spotify. But if you're like from Riverside, if you're like my community,
It's
you listen on YouTube.
Yeah, Yeah, because
Listen to
not
music on
everyone could
YouTube.
afford
Yeah,
Spotify. Yeah,
not
YouTube
everyone
is
can
free,
afford
yeah.
to pay for Spotify, so
And
YouTube's
with
free.
YouTube, you could download it.
Yeah, exactly. You can download on YouTube. There's a lot of uncleared music on
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube. So that's where the kababayans listen to music.
Is it frozen? I want to know if it's frozen for you guys.
Oh, shoot. I can check on my phone.
Give us a second. We're just checking if it's frozen.
No, it's playing.
It's playing? Okay.
Yeah.
Iya talaga naman.
Iya.
What up, Lola?
Yeah. Malola, shout out Malola. Andun lang siya sa bahay. Uuwi siya sa Pilipinas ngayong May? May? Sa Quezon. Yun ang pinakamahirap, magpapaalam kay Lola, kay Mama.
You're
Yeah.
still playing? It's black
What's
on
up?
mine.
Really? Yeah, mine is playing.
Is it playing? Can you
That's
guys let me know if it's still playing or not?
Oh, man.
Because I don't want to.
Sorry mga kababayan, tumaba talaga ako dito sa Pilipinas. Ay, sa
Sorry,
US.
technical difficulties.
Inaasahan ko yung mga, uy, Kuya Tim, tumba ka ah.
No, man. Look at me, guys.
Dude.
For
Ganito
all the
talaga.
people in the Philippines who knew me while I was there. Alam niyo yan. Look at me now.
Yeah, man.
Okay, it's playing.
That's
Salamat.
good.
Salamat, guys.
Salamat.
Okay, what were we talking about? Sorry about that.
So good.
Again, this is ITM.
Platforms.
He's a dope artist all around the world, but right
Yeah.
now he lives in the Philippines, Riverside, Quezon
Yep.
City.
Yep.
He got some dope tracks on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud,
Tracks
Apple
with
Music.
RS. Apple Music.
Apple
Yep.
Music,
Yep.
yeah. And I'm RS, and we're just chatting.
Yeah,
Nothing too
kwentuhan.
crazy. Kwentuhan lang. Again, if you guys have questions, please ask, because I'm running out of questions.
It's all good. You can also do the songs, right? We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
play
we're gonna
some
play some songs and we're gonna talk about it as well. Salamat for replying. Yo, Ars, did you like what I did? Man, D.
Walang
I,
ginawa
no,
niya
no,
sample.
I'm making a sample pack
Oh,
for beat makers to use. I'm just trying it
nice.
out. Yeah.
Nice.
So thanks
Hey,
for using it, man. Thanks for using it.
pasa ka sa akin.
Pasa
Pasa
ka
mo
na-
sa akin.
D, send some beat to ITM, man.
Yeah, man.
He's dope. D's
Yeah?
dope. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Pahingi.
now we are in the part where we're gonna play some of ITM's tracks.
Yeah.
So give me a couple of seconds while I figure this out.
And mag-icebreaker ako.
Go ahead. Magkwento ka muna.
Ano kayang sasabihin ko? Alam mo ba, baka di nyo narinig kanina, hindi ako nagtatagalog nung bata ako. Nung bata ako talagang, kasi laki ako sa US, pinanganak ako sa Hayward, California.
I thought
Pero
209.
lumaki ako sa 209.
Ripon, what's up?
Ripon, California. Doon ako lumaki. Yun ang
Yeah.
medyo hometown ko. At nung bata ako talagang hindi ako marunong magtagalog at hindi ako mahilig sa Filipino, sa
Real quick,
pagkain.
where did you send it?
Your messenger.
Messenger.
Yeah, hindi ako mahilig sa Filipino food. Like, talagang yung mga kaibigan ko na Filipino sa simbahan namin, 1.5 gen sila. So, pinanganak sila sa Pilipinas, lumipat sila sa US, dito sa US nung bata sila. Pero medyo marunong magtagalog. Kaya inaasar nila ako kapag sinusubukan ko magtagalog kasi
Yeah,
yung
yeah.
punto ko, Amerikano, konti
Yeah,
lang ang alam ko, hindi ko masyadong naiintindihan kasi sa bahay namin, kapag ako ang kausap, sina mama, lolo, lola, puro English ang sinasabi nila sa akin. Pero kapag nagkwekwentuhan sila, halimbawa sa paghapunan dun sa mesa, Tagalog sila. Kaya alam ko kapag may naririnig akong Tagalog, walang nakikipag-usap sa akin.
Mm.
So hindi ako nakikinig. Kapag may English, doon alam ko na may may kinakausap ako. Pero habang lumaki ako, mas nakita ko na mahalaga talaga magtagalog.
That's right.
Kasi yun ang totoong kong wika, yun ang wika ng mama ko, ng lola ko, ng pamilya namin. At nasa proseso din ako na anong ibig sabihin ng Filipino, ng Filipino-American. At kapag yun ang tanong at gusto mong sumagot sa tanong na yan, kailangan din ng Tagalog kahit papaano.
Yes, sir.
So, sinubukan ko talagang aralin ng Tagalog. Nung college ako, like may mga klase kami. Sa Berkeley, Go Bears, shout out sa mga Filipino classes doon. Pero yung pinakamalaking tulong sa akin ay nung lumipat ako sa Pilipinas at talagang puro Tagalog lang ang naririnig ko. So, doon talaga akong humusay mag-Tagalog.
I'm the same way, man.
Ganun, immersion talaga. At shout out his name language ko. Doon din ako nagtuloy ng pag-aaral mag-Tagalog. So nag-aaral din ako mag-Tagalog sa Quezon City at malaking tulong din talaga yan para sa akin bilang heritage learner. So, yeah, gusto ko lang sabihin, dahil Filipino-American Heritage Month, kahit hindi tayo marunong mag-Tagalog, wag mag-Cebuano, mag-Ilocano, mag-Waray, kahit ano man, it's never too late na mag-aral ng mga wika natin. Kasi kung kinaya ko mag-Tagalog, kahit ako yung pinaka-whitewash dati, ako yung Inglesero lang, kapag kinaya ko mag-Tagalog, kahit sino man kaya mag-Tagalog. So,
Yes, sir. You just answered
Yeah.
this question. When did you learn mag-Tagalog quiz?
yeah. Yeah, nung nagsimula talaga ako, mga 20 na ako.
That's pretty
20,
late.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20. And then, nung talagang araw-araw, puro Tagalog lang, siguro nung lumipat ako sa
Yeah,
Pilipinas.
especially when you live in the Philippines and lahat
Yeah.
Tagalog. You
Yeah,
can't
man.
help but learn
Now,
Tagalog.
kapag pinapagalitan ko ang mga bata sa amin, Tagalog. Kapag nag-aaway kami ni Jowa, Tagalog. Kapag may humihingi kay mama, Tagalog.
So, here's the question. Do
Yeah.
you think in Tagalog or English?
Wow. Actually ngayon na yung mga panaginip ko may Tagalog, lalo kapag
Weird.
andun yung jowa ko or
That is
yung mama ko sa panaginip ko, nagtatagalog ako. At yeah, so I guess pero yung default ko pa rin ay English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero kapag nagtatagalog ako, hindi ko like minsan hindi ko talaga nag-English sa utak ko tas
Yeah.
tinatranslate ko sa
It's
Tagalog.
actually
Minsan-
hard. It's hard, yeah. So,
It's just like sa damdamin ko nga naramdaman ko.
we're drinking this ITM
Shout
brothers.
out sa aking tito. Isang pinaka-smooth na scotch.
It's really strong.
Woodford? Ay, hindi Woodford. The Balvenie. The Balvenie Double Wood. Masarap
Alright.
talaga.
Our next portion, we are gonna play some of ITM's track. You wanna introduce this?
Yeah. Tas ikukwento ko pagkatapos.
Yeah, let's
Sige. So, ito ang binanggit kong kaninang puro
Sure.
Tagalog na kanta. At nirelease ko siya sa panahon ng eleksyon sa Pilipinas. Kasi baka makita nyo sa kanta.
Alright.
Pero parang naisip ko na gamitin ang isang imahe sa ating kultura para mas ipaliwanag kung ano talaga ang kalagayan ng demokrasya, ng gobyerno, ng politika doon sa ating bayan.
Ang
So,
lalim mag-Tagalog nito.
sakto lang.
I'm good in Tagalog. I'm having a hard time understanding this guy.
Okay lang.
All right, let's start.
Yeah.
Let's play this.
It's okay.
What? Yeah. I'm gonna play it right now. Give me a second. Let me figure this out. All right. It's full screen.
Dito lang sa amin, mababa lang ang sahod, pero mataas pa rin ang aming mga gastos.
Let me do that again. It's acting up. Give me a second. I don't know why it's not showing. Let's go back here. Why is it not showing? Let's just do screen capture. Sorry, guys. I haven't done this in a while. Display capture. That should be good. All right, let's just do it like this. All right, so I'm gonna play it now. I gotta do it again. It wasn't. It was weird. It should be good though.
Dito lang sa amin, mababa lang ang sahod, pero mataas pa rin ang aming mga gastos. Kaya hindi kami nakakapag-ipon, inilalagay ang tadhana sa palakpak ng isang klaseng ibon. Kahit yamado, dehado, lagi na sigurado kasino ang mananalo. Ganito talaga ang buhay namin ng mga sugalero. Pero kahit pula ang kahel ang papel na dinala mo, bakit dilaw ang bukaw ang panalo? May gusto pa rito kahit wala namang simbahan, na dinagdagan namin ang panalangin ang pustahan, at tinatayan namin ang aming ilang kinabukasan. Kahit konti lang ang pag-asa, pati ang binigay nilang pakinabang. Pero lahat ng mga polis may lagay, nilagay, bawal magreklamo, batain na tatay ay patay. Ang ingay, pero walang biyaya kung walang alay. At tinalo ko ang pera sa manok na kahit anong kulay. Pero walang mo ba kung ano ang totoong pusta rito? Dinadahan nila ang ating boto kahit anong apelyido. Kung di mo pa alam kung asan talaga ang sabungan, tol, walang iba kundi sa Kongreso at Malacanang itim. Tara sabong tayo, kung tayo mananalo, syempre pre, ang saya. Tara sabong tayo, kung tayo mananalo, syempre pre, ang saya. Tara sabong tayo, kung tayo mananalo, syempre pre, ang saya. Tara sabong tayo, kung tayo mananalo, syempre pre, ang saya. Sabong, sabong tayo, sabong, sabong tayo, sabong, sabong tayo. Ang politika ay isang sabong. Sabong, sabong tayo, sabong, sabong tayo, sabong, sabong tayo. Ang politika ay isang sabungan.
Ang pangarap kong
Batang
pangulo para
Riverside.
sa ating inang bayan ay isang taong hindi malilimutan ang ating mga kababayan, lalo yung mga taong sa mga lugar kagaya nito, kagaya ng mga Batang Riverside dito. At hindi lang niya sinasabi ng matamis na salita, kundi nilalagay niya ang pera sa mga tamang budget. Itaas ang budget ng edukasyon, ng PhilHealth na hindi walang ninanakawan, at lahat ng mga tulong na kailangan ng mga kagaya nito, yung mga bata dito, ibibigay niya. Di ba mga bata Riverside? Opo.
Medyo nahirapan ako mag-Tagalog noon.
Iya, talaga naman.
Yan ang lola ko. So yan ang kanta ko sabong. Kanta kong sabong.
Have it. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about that song.
Sabong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yung nakakatawa. So ni-record namin sa isang half court or full covered court malapit lang sa bahay ko. Actually, yung bahay ko sa Barangay Commonwealth, tas katabi niya ang Barangay Holy Spirit. At meron dong isang covered court, at tuwing may election, nakita nyo sa video, puro mga mukha ng mga tumatakbong politiko. Like, doon lang namin makikita ang mga mukha nila. At bilang isang Amerikano, talagang nakakataka yung ganong paggawa doon sa Pilipinas, kasi dinidikit nila ang like daming mga poster, kinakalat nila talaga. Parang kapag ikaw ang may pinakamaraming tarpaulin or mukha sa lugar,
You win.
panalo ka, ikaw ang mananalo. So like, it's so weird na kapag may election, doon namin makikita ang mga mukha nila. Pero kapag walang election, kapag hindi nila kailangan ng mga boto, wala ang mukha nila. Wala sila, hindi sila dumadaan, lalo sa mga ganitong lugar, yung lugar namin. So, yung kwento ko at kung bakit gusto kong i-shoot doon ay kasi nandun lang sa community namin yun, like San Roque Street, Barangay Holy Spirit. Actually, may isang troll na tinatroll niya ako sa YouTube. Sabi niya, yung lugar mo, parang may mga red horse, pang macho mo lang, pero ginagaya mo lang, or like baka tinatakot mo ang mga babae, binabastos mo sila, and like hindi ka totoong ganyan. Sabi ko sa kanya, bro, like ganito talaga ang itsura ng lugar namin. Wala akong ginawa. Ganito lang
No
talaga.
filter, man.
Yeah, no filter. Yun ang totoong buhay. Lalo yung mga sabungero. At yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanta na to, sino talaga ang totoong sabungero at sino talaga ang mga manok? Yun talaga ang madalas na kasabihan pag may election. Sino ang manok mo kapag may election? Sino ang manok mo? Sino ang iboboto mo? Pero alam natin, kahit sino mananalo, wala talagang nababago sa kalagayan ng mga mababa yung mga tao sa laylayan. Kaya talagang yung nangyari ngayon, I mean, nakita na natin kung ano talagang nangyari. Siyempre, malakas talaga yung fake news, yung mga ano-ano. Pero may mga tao na naniniwala talaga kay BBM, kay President Marcos. Pero sa totoo nga, ano talagang nangyari ngayon? At makikita din natin, kahit pagkatapos ng 6 na taon, ano talagang nangyari? Umabot ba tayo sa 20 pesos na bigas? 20 pesos 1 kilo? Hindi mangyayari yun. Mas lalo tumataas ang mga presyo ngayon. So talagang nakikita ko na kahit sinong nakaupo dun, ganun pa rin ang mga problema. So parang yun lang ang nangyari sa ating sistemang demokrasya. Parang sabungan lang, sugal lang. Hindi natin alam kung ano talaga ang mangyayari. Pero sinasabi ko rin yun kasi ayaw kong sabihin na baka sasabihin nila, oh, dilawan to, pinklawan to, Lenny. Although binoto ko si Lenny kasi sa tingin ko siyang pinaka mahusay sa kanilang lahat at may track record pa. Pero bukod doon, naiintindihan ko naman ang masa kasi simula ng 1986 na may people power hanggang 2022, yung mga mahirap pa rin. And malaki pa rin ang kaibahan ng mga mayayaman at mga mahihirap sa Pilipinas. At kahit si Cory nakaupo, hindi yun nabago. So naintindihan ko kung bakit walang masyadong tiwala kay Lenny or kahit sino man. At gusto ko rin sabihin na yun din ang kasalanan ng mga dilawan, ng mga edukado kasi nakita ko yun ang dahilan kung bakit natalo si Lenny kasi medyo late yung mga Makaleni dumaan sa mga lugar ng masa. Like malayo talaga yung mga Makaleni madalas, like lalo sa Maynila, yung mga dumadalo sa mga rally, maraming mga middle class lang, hindi sila taga sa mga talagang pinakamasa na lugar, yung mga pangmanggagawa talaga. Hindi ko sinasabi na walang manggagawa na binoto para kay Lenny. Actually, yung mga kaibigan ko talagang Makaleni din sila. Pero yun nga, yung mga Makaleni na gusto talaga may mga mababago at alam nila yung mga political issues, medyo may edukasyon, malayo sila sa kalagayan ng mga simpleng tao, sa kalagayan ng masa. At yun ang problema natin. Kaya kahit tumatakbo si Lenny o kahit sino man, balang araw baka si Vico Soto, tingnan natin, kapag malayo pa rin tayo sa mga mahihirap, sa mga tao sa laylayan, wala pa rin mababago. Hindi nila iboboto yung mga gusto natin, yung manok natin. Kasi hindi nila, wala silang tiwala sa akin. Bakit iboboto nila yung bet natin? Kasi, yun, wala din silang tiwala sa mga panalo. So, yeah, anyway, sorry, medyo mahaba yung kwento na yan. Pero yun ang mga hugot ko sa kanta ng Sabong na parang gusto kong ipakita na ganito ang lugar, ganito ang kalagayan ng demokrasya sa
There's
ating bansa.
a really long story behind that song, huh?
Ang dami, lalo
Yeah.
okay, so, dahil dual citizen ako, nagparehistro ako sa eleksyon at nakaboto ako. Grabe yung nangyari sa akin nung nagparehistro. Kung fino-follow
No,
nyo
I
ako
know.
noon, baka nakita nyo sa
I
mga
saw it.
story.
I saw
Yeah.
it.
So, okay, really quick. 3 beses akong pumila para magparehistro dahil sa panahon ng pandemic, may restriction na kapag araw ng registration, hanggang 200 lang ang pwedeng magparehistro. Kapag hindi ka abot sa bilang ng 200, sorry lang, uwi ka lang. Hindi ka makakapagparehistro. So yung unang beses, medyo late akong gumising, dumating ako mga 9. Siyempre, hindi ako abot kasi mahaba na ang pila. Pangalawang beses, pumila ako 6 a.m. Nandun na ako sa SM North. Lahat ng District 2 ng Quezon City, kasi may mga district ang mga siyudad. Sa Quezon City, meron kaming 6 na district ata. So may 6 na district kami sa Quezon City at bawat district may schedule kung kailan sila pwede magparehistro. Yung District 2, pumila ako sa araw namin, 6 a.m. Buong District 2, yung malaking district sa Quezon City, lahat kami bumagsak sa SM North at doon kami nagparehistro. Kahit pumila ako 6 a.m. hanggang 12 p.m., hindi ako abot sa bilang ng 200 kasi napakadaming tao.
I saw that.
Yeah, grabe. At alam mo, ako, kahit hindi ako nakapagperehistro noon, okay lang sa akin kasi ano lang sayang yung oras ko. Pero okay lang kasi yung trabaho ko hindi ganun kahigpit. May pamasahe pa ako. Yung mga katabi ko sa pila, arawan lang sila, manggagawa lang sila. So sayang ang pamasahe nila, sayang ang oras nila talaga kasi arawan lang sila, kailangan nilang sumahod. So malamang hindi sila nakabalik kasi sinayang nila ang isang araw nila. So talagang pangit yung sistema na ginagawa ng COMELEC. Tapos, pangatlong beses, alam mo kung anong oras akong pumila? 2 a.m. Nasa pila na ako. 2 a.m. akong pumila. So pumila ako sa line sa SM North ng 2 a.m. at hanggang 12 p.m. At barely naabot ako sa bilang. Number 186 ang binigay nila sa akin. Kahit pumila ako ng 2 a.m. para lang magparehistro sa Pilipinas. And grabe kung yung ganun kagulo ang sistema. Maraming mga detalye na hindi ko sinabi, like yung mga taga-COMELEC, hindi nila alam kung ano talaga ang mga document na kailangan mong ipakita. Like iba-iba yung mga sinasabi nila sa akin. Tapos iba-iba yung mga sinasabi nila na bilang sabi nila, oh, bawal nang pumasok. Pero pagkatapos ng ilang minuto, pinapapasok nila yung mga ibang tao. Sabi namin, akala namin 200 na, bakit pinapasok mo pa yung mga iba? So napakagulo talaga. Pero grabe talaga, nakakalungkot kasi dahil sa gulo ng sistema, maraming hindi nakapagboto. Hindi katulad dito sa US, kahit sa online, kahapon or nung nakarang araw lang, binago ko yung registration kasi lumipat kami sa Castro Valley. Binago ko lang sa website ng voters registration dito sa California. Wala pang 5 minutes, tapos na. Bagong registration, bagong address, tapos na ang registration ko. Okay na akong, pwede na akong bumoto. Pero hindi ko naintindihan, bakit kailangan ganun kagulo ang sistema sa Pilipinas? Ba't hindi nila ginagawa online? Mas lalo dahil pandemic at sabi nila kailangan mag-social distancing, ganun-ganun. Eh kung yun talaga ang habol nila, dapat sa online ang proseso ng registration. Sorry, pero yun ang... alam ko, hindi aayusin ni Marcos kahit hawak niya ang COMELEC, pero kailangan nilang ayusin yung COMELEC talaga, yung process na magparehistro. Alam nyo, sa Switzerland, yung mga teammates ko sa trabaho, taga-Switzerland sila, automatic kapag 18 ka na, automatic na registered ka na, nakarehistro ka na, pag 18 ka na. Bakit wala tayong ganong sistema? Parang ayaw nila kapag lahat tayo makapagboto. So Marcos, yung mga BBM, sabihin nyo sa manok ninyo, ayusin nyo ang COMELEC para lahat tayo makapagboto. Kahit sino mga manok mo, kahit BBM ka, naniniwala ako sa karapatan mong pagboboto. So, yeah, yun ang talagang kailangan natin ayusin. Yun ang isang problema sa sistema ng demokrasya sa ating bansa. Kaya gumawa ako ng sabong para lang may ilabas ko ang hugot ko. Yeah, sorry.
That's a hugot.
Yeah. Maraming mga kwento kababayan.
I'm just gonna ask about music, bro.
Galing doon ng music eh. Tungkol saan ng music. So, ayan.
Who's this? Wag ka na magalit, Kuya Tim.
Ay, Ate Maje. Shoutout Ate Maje.
Shout out, Ate Maje.
Siya ang isang pinakamahusay na kasama sa komunidad.
Ate Maje.
Marami siyang
Hello.
tinutulungan. Lalo nung panahon ng pandemic, panahon ng pandemic pa rin. Pero dahil sa kanya, maraming nagpabakuna. So,
Wow.
malaking tulong yung ginagawa ni Ate Maje.
Is yung beat, is it downloaded or original yan?
Original ni Bass Relief. So,
Oh,
si
Bass
Bass
Relief.
Relief ang gumawa ng beat. Shoutout Bass Relief.
He's boom bap, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been doing a lot of like OPM samples.
Oh,
And
sweet.
so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really liked he has this sample of Tinikling actually.
Oh,
It's
nice.
done really, really well. And so that's where I first saw him.
Shout
so I just,
out, dude. I'm a
I followed
fan.
him.
Good stuff. Good
So
stuff.
I really like how he handles these OPM samples. So he sampled Asin.
Yeah, I did that
Yep.
before, man. No,
Yep.
is it as in yung musika ang buwan, na, 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 na.
I think so. They've done a lot. They've done a lot of covers. Yeah.
That's really dope.
Asin is dope.
What up,
so
man?
He made
Good
made that
job.
beat. Shout
Who-
out Bass Relief.
Who masters your music or wala lang?
Usually it's who made the beat.
yeah.
The people I've worked with, fortunately, like you, like
I mean, we don't want our beats to be mastered by someone.
yeah, exactly, right.
Unless it's a professional.
Yeah.
Unless it's professional.
Exactly. So
You know
I've
who-
been thankful that
This guy D, so good in mastering, bro.
Hey.
So good in mastering.
baka naman po.
He mastered Hari.
Oh, really?
yeah.
That was really
Because
good.
Hari didn't sound like that, bro.
Ah, galing ah.
He's a really good
Yo, that's
mastering
legit.
engineer.
Magkano rate nyo, kuya?
Just
Add ko kayo ah.
let us know. Just let me know, bro.
Oy, tingnan natin.
All right. What's the next? So
Luha.
Oh, okay. Let's go to Luha. We're gonna play the next song.
So, alis na tayo sa politika. Punta
Yeah.
tayo sa personal.
Guys, it would be really helpful kung may mga tanong kayo. That'd be really nice.
Salamat po.
So let's go here.
Luha.
Where's my messages?
Uh,
No, it
yun.
didn't have it.
Yeah, Luha. Isang kanta ko sa project ko, Taglish. Nasa Spotify ito. At sana magustuhan nyo po.
All right, this is Luha. Give me a second. I wish it was more smoother than this.
It's all good.
Still kicking butt. After that, he wasn't the same. Things were getting tricky. Had to get used to the passenger seat now being empty. Seems no matter how tall you get, you still let go of pains, I guess. We were near the end of our road, so good thing I passed my driver's test. Kailan mo busang luha sa aking mga mata? Parang ulap na may ulan. Tama na, tumigil ka na. Kailan mo busang luha sa aking mga mata? Parang ulap na may ulan. Tama na, tumigil ka na. Luha, luha, luha. Luha, luha, luha. Luha, luha, luha. When I made it past 25, Lolo's life was his ninth. Ma told me it was a matter of months before I boarded a flight. Thought about him the whole time I read, I didn't get shut out. Man, I thought he was gonna be there when I made someone my wife. To make things even more complex, I was switching continents, about to move to the island, the same ones he already left. My last 4 months in the US were the only ones that he had left. But I could visit short so I could work on my debut project. Was that selfish? I gave up some last moments with the closest thing I had for a pops. Went off 10 tower pop. Sure enough, he passed after I was gone for just a month. January 21st, got the call from mom. Big man, he'd always say with a hat. And I will never forget the last time I told him goodbye. Along with fishing trips, being sticks, stories about the province. And I would give me a glass of water and tell me to stop it when I cried.
Yeah. Luha. Fun fact, this is actually my most streamed song. on Spotify.
This is probably one of the songs I listened to when I first searched you.
Yeah.
And while I was listening to this, I pictured it.
Yeah?
Like, every detail, like I was picturing it in my mind. That's how good that storytelling was.
Oh,
I
I
was like,
appreciate that.
that's dope.
Thanks, man.
I remember that. Yeah.
Thanks. That's actually the first song that I really tried to just tell a story. Like, it was my first real attempt at storytelling for a whole song. So
And it's really good. Like I
Thanks.
was literally like picturing in my head like what's happening.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's the
Yeah.
hope.
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
You did it.
Thanks, man.
And especially it helps that like looking at the lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that was
for
really
sure,
helpful,
For
yeah.
sure, for sure. Yeah, so like a little context. I mean, I tell it in the song, but I was raised by my mom, and my grandparents. My mom, my lolo, and my lola. So like many Filipino households, whether in the Philippines or throughout the diaspora, we had 3 generations in the same house, and so I looked at my lolo as like just another parent. He wasn't like a grandparent. He was just another parent. He was the one who drove me to and from school,
Yeah.
to and from practices.
Right.
He would cook when Lola was away in the Philippines. We spent a lot of time together, and we were pretty close, especially as I got older and started to pick up some Tagalog. So it's crazy, like the timing of when he started really declining in health, because he had been sick for several years. Like from 2006, he got really sick, and then his health just started declining from
Declining,
then. And so it's just crazy how the timing worked out of like right when I'm moving to the Philippines were his last few months.
Oh,
And,
really?
Yeah. So like if you know the movie Moana, my life is so much like
Yeah.
that movie, like Moana's story. And the scene before she goes off on her own, she says goodbye to her grandma, who is also on her deathbed. And her grandma gives her a blessing and tells her to leave, even though Moana wants to stay and be with her grandma who's dying. Her grandmother just tells her to go. And that's a lot of what my life was like back in December 2018 when I said bye to my Lolo. So, yeah, I wanted to tell that story through this song, and I'm grateful it turned out the way it did.
Who produced this? Who made the video?
Yo, yeah,
Who
so
did
this
all
was
of
a
this?
YouTube beat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Copyright, bro.
yeah, I bought it. I
Okay,
bought it.
okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't buy like the highest
Yeah,
tier.
yeah.
So I only bought like
The MP3.
I bought the Wave.
Oh, you still bought the
I didn't
Wave.
buy all the rights. So
Yeah, yeah.
someone actually bought the rights after I bought it
Oh,
and
that's
released
nice.
it. So it actually has a copyright strike on
Aw,
YouTube.
dang it,
so I
bro.
can't earn from it. But at least I mean,
It's-
I bought it.
yeah, yeah,
I
it's
did it the
still
legal
yours,
way and
yeah.
everything. But it's funny. So this song, I think I don't know how people other creatives are with
Mm-hmm.
this, but I think for me and maybe a lot of people, it's hardest to write and create about the things and people that are closest to you. And for me, it's like I feel like I could never do it justice. So,
Yeah.
like, I still don't have a song about my mom, who is like the closest person in my life.
Yeah.
And when I thought about telling the story of my Lolo, I was like, dude, I don't know if I could do that.
So when you were writing this, were you like tearing up? You had
Not
had to.
really. Kind of. I think it was more after I got it done. I was like, wow,
Oh, when
I
you're
actually
listening
did
to
it.
it, yeah. I mean, I was getting emotional watching.
Yeah,
the
no, I
video.
appreciate it, man. Yeah, like,
And like the shot, it's so like
Yeah.
dramatic. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, shout out to my friend Miss Kaluluwa. Michelle, aka Miss
I know
Kalulu.
Miss-
Yeah,
I
so
met
she
her. I
performed
met
at my
her.
show
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you were at.
Yeah.
She shot and edited that music video.
Shout
so
out.
she's a
That's
huge
dope.
homie. She
I
did a
love,
great
I love
job.
the sun rays
Yeah.
and stuff. I love it.
Dude, we had the worst lighting that day, but
It looks
she
pretty
did
dope.
it. She color
Yeah.
graded it
Yeah,
really
color grade.
well.
Good job.
Yeah, Michelle, thank you. Salamat. She's amazing. So she made that what it was. But this song is such a funny experience because, like, I think for a lot of the times we think that our best songs and stuff come from, like, barely trying. Like, I would think, like, oh, I just hear the beat right away. I know exactly what I want to say. I know the melody, everything. I would think it's like effortless. Like that's the way movies make it look. Like the first time you're at the thing, you try it, you do amazing. It's like, oh, okay. If the first experience doesn't go that smoothly or that well, you think, oh, I shouldn't do this, and I just give up. But that was my experience with this song. Is like this song was really really hard to write. Like
Really?
yeah, I couldn't find the right beat, and then I couldn't
Sheesh.
find the right melody. And so I had been writing the verses, and so when I finally got like I think 2 of the verses done, I passed it off to my homie Unagi, aka Tim, my very first producer, very first music homie.
Yeah.
He's one of the voices I really trust and who I go to for like peer reviews for constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And when he heard one of my versions for the chorus, he was like, "Dude, I think you can do better than this." And I thought it was really good.
What was
I was
it
like,
before? You still
it was a
remember?
different beat. I forgot the
Oh,
beat. I think it was the same producer actually. It was Mixtape Soul is the
Okay.
same guy, but it was a different one of his. No, it was a Yondo beat.
A
You know
Yondo.
Yondo? Yeah, he's a
Probably,
YouTube
yeah.
producer. It was a Yondo beat, but I thought it was good. I passed it to my friend. He was like, "Bro, I think you could do better."
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Really?" All right, because I trust you, I'll try. And so I kept looking. I found this beat, Mixtape Soul's beat.
It's still
And
him.
immediately
Oh,
I was like,
different, yeah.
"Oh, this is it!" Like I got the melody, I got everything.
You felt it, right?
I felt it,
Yeah.
but I had to go through like 4
the
different drafts of the song, a lot of struggle. It was really hard, but I finally found the right vibe, the right tone, the right melody.
Yeah.
It really came together, like really becoming this bittersweet melody. It
Dude,
really came together.
I gotta introduce you to a couple of beat makers in my
yeah,
my
dude,
group,
for
and
sure.
they make a lot of beats similar to like
Yeah?
your style, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm with it.
And
I'm with
there's
it.
a couple of them watching. They're pretty
Oy,
they're pretty
shout
dope.
out.
Yeah. Shout
Salamat.
outs beats. Let me see. I don't want to get it
Yeah.
wrong.
What I love about
Beat
how
styles.
that beat is Mixtape Soul, because I think like it's a sad song but with a happy melody.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
heard
those
that,
kind
yeah.
of things really
Yeah.
hit in an
Because
emotional
it gets to
way.
you. You're like, what?
Like, dude, like one of the inspirations for that is freaking Nina Simone. She has this song called "Oh, I Wish I Knew What It Would Be to Be Free." I think I'm butchering the title,
Yeah.
but it's the saddest lyrics, right? Because she's talking like civil rights America
But
as a
it's-
black woman, like like all the suffering and prejudice and
Yeah.
things that people like her had to go through. The sad, so in that context, like these lyrics are really sad and powerful, but it was a happy melody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like those two contrasts together, like really hit you
genius,
different.
dude.
So yeah, when I found this beat, I was like, oh, that's it. That's what I'm going for. I
Your mind is like confused. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you vibing or? Are
yeah,
you-
exactly. Are you vibing or are you crying? Both. So
All
yeah.
right, so that's Luha for you. That one's good.
Thank you, Paul.
All right, off to the. Oh, I know this one too.
This a little more on a light note.
Second. I wish it's just one button. I wasn't prepared.
It's all good. You're learning. We're learning.
Yeah, we're learning.
Shout out RS. He's running all of this and hosting. Yo, people usually have a whole team to do what RS is doing right now.
I'm stressing out.
Dude, RS is the host. He's the producer. He's the cameraman. He's
You
the
guys gotta see
engineer.
what's going on here.
Yo, y'all don't even know. RS, this guy is, man, he's a one-man team. But
Let's
so that's
go.
why we got to support creatives,
Creatives.
producers like this guy, man. He's really doing a great job.
Alright.
So I'm grateful to be on this in this space, man.
Thank you, thank you.
I hope this
Thank you
this
for being here,
continues to be a
bro.
thing. Yeah,
and for
man.
these 2 sessions that we had.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Here's Ganda featuring Taki and Daya.
Shout out the Kababayan Taki. Shout out Fast Flash Productions, director Nico for putting this together. Shout out to all our Morena talents that were a part of this video. What's up? Oh, yeah. How do you wait? Yeah. Must be like that. Yeah, it's so got connected to our mutual friend. He's pretty dope.
Sino kanta yan? Talaga? Wait, astig ah.
Ay, hindi mo kinuha sa ibang kanta.
Talaga? Ang astig. Ulit. Mamaya.
Yo, she got me like na 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 na, and then it's like na 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 na. Yeah, I mean something like that. You know how it is, mga kababayan. Memes, yeah, they pretty, but they ain't no flapper now. Morena, keep a color, 365. Yeah, alam mo da, skin ka hazaman, look alike. Yeah, tomorrow isn't promised, but I hope she free tonight. Huh? No +1, gotta add someone. Falling out, boy, hallelujah, getting hum. I would be a cheerleader, bring my own pom-poms. Take a last name when we hit. No sunburns, but she sun-kissed. Got the white girls getting upset. Coming round for what the forefathers did. My, call my shirt is up. To be frank, I've been thinking about forever. Quite frankly, can't take my eyes off you either. In no Sinatra, you can fly to the moon without a man, but that's a giant leap for mankind if you give us a chance. Ay nako, ang ganda mo.
RS knows.
I can't just say you're beautiful.
Oh, bro.
Kay guwapa.
And one day I'll take it to karaoke. That's when you know you made it in the Philippines, when the kababayan singing your song for video for karaoke.
Ay nako, ang ganda.
We were listening to
Ay
this, or
nako,
I played
ang
it.
ganda.
Sige tol, isa pa.
Pasya luneta till mañana. Cook your breakfast, buenos dias. Still together till mamayana. Till New Year's, the Noche Buena. Sana wala ka pang jowa. Sana maipakilala kita kay Lola. Sana, hindi sana lang o sayang. Katulad ng mga pangako sa sola. Ikaw ang Miss Universe ng buhay. Hindi si Pia o si Catriona. Di makailangan ng ibang lahi para maging Miss Pilipinas. Gotta remember that all our women are maganda. Sis o trend, sila na lang ang Pilipina. Dakilang ganda, tulad ni Ate Gina. Mga kababayan ko sana all may ganda. Like, ay nako, ang ganda mo. Ang ganda mo. I can't just say you're beautiful. Mas maganda sa Tagalog. Bonita, kay guwapa. Kulang ang
Yeah.
mawika. So
There's
I'll just
another,
say
same producer as Blue House. This part is stopping. Yeah, the solo here.
It's from your
He's from Tondo, but he comes through a lot. He actually works in a community right here.
Okay, salamat sa inyong lahat, mga talent.
Yun ang ganda. Magandang lahat ng mga ating mga kababaihan.
That was dope, man. I like
Salamat.
that one. For all the viewers out there, you guys better check out ITM, man.
Yo.
He's really dope, talented.
Salamat.
That one's good. That one is mainstream.
Yeah, that's kind
Like, I
of the
could
vibe,
hear that
honestly.
in like the radio.
Yeah, that was the vibe I was going for, honestly, when I
Yeah.
first started it.
Yeah.
I
And there
was
was
like,
a
I need
time
something
that
catchy.
kind of style became popular in the Philippines.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
like a couple of them that was released that's similar to that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of started as like I just wanted to make a catchy love song. Although we have plenty of MCs making catchy songs about trying to holla at somebody, but I wanted it to be a little more deeper than that and be
Yeah.
like showing and being proud of all the types of beauty we have in the Philippines, because
Yeah.
obviously it's just one kind of beauty or ganda that we see in showbiz, movies, music.
Which is
Puti. I call it the three P's actually. Puti, payat, and pointy nose. Or, anong tawag dun? Hindi, yung
Matangos.
matangos. Yeah.
Matangos.
Matangos ang ilong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about how beautiful all the other, yung mga ibang itsura ng ganda. Kung gaano sila kaganda.
Right.
But yeah, man. But honestly, like 2 years removed from this song, I'm like seeing a lot of great female artists in the Philippines,
Yeah.
like Sid Hartha, Clara Benin was actually in there real quick. I
I
think.
just commented on Moro Beats' daughter.
Oh, dude, the MC. Yeah, Fatiha.
Is it Fatia?
One
Where
of them.
Where she was walking.
There's two
and
of
she was
them.
flowing. I was like,
Yeah.
keep going, and she commented like, "Salamat." I'm like,
Really,
yeah, let's go.
dude, they're dope. Yeah, the
Yeah.
female MCs,
Yeah.
Fatiha and I forget her sister's
Moro
name.
Beats. That's his
Moro
daughters, right?
Beats. Yeah, his two daughters. They're both his
Sheesh, they're-
daughters.
They're talented.
So like, I don't want to just be another dude like
Yeah.
trying to speak for
Yeah,
women.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so like, there are plenty of female artists doing it, speaking for themselves. So
you know what I
I
like?
want
They're
to put
so
them on
hip
too.
hop. Like
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
they
yeah.
move, it's
Yeah.
like, it's so 1990s.
Yo,
hip-hop.
dude, I
I'm
mean,
like,
their dad's straight up MC DJ,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
in their blood.
I'm like these
Yeah.
girls are talented.
So, but what I think is really important about this song, and even the way we shot it, was just in the community. A lot of the shots were just in my neighborhood, like right in front of my house. Is I just wanted to show like this is what life looks like for most people in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the times in music videos, even in the independent music scene in the Philippines, we try to present a Philippines that is very sterile,
Right.
that doesn't look like what people look at every day. And so I wanted to show like actually these places that we're usually at are also beautiful.
Right.
We just kind of overlook it. So yeah, and I think people like Moro Beats actually do a really great job of
On
that
doing and
too. They
showing
do that
things,
too,
yeah.
like especially in Jay Mara's Mahal Kong Pilipinas video, like that was beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it became huge for a reason. So I hope we have more content like that
Mm-hmm.
shows real life. Like we don't have to run from these places that we're from. You know, we can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
proud of the places we're from. So that's what I wanted to do with that.
What do you think about people who came from like the good part of the Philippines? Like
Yeah, I think
no,
it's,
like
yeah.
you
So-
can't really tell them like
N-
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all know Philippines has two
Yeah.
lifestyle,
Yeah.
right?
There's two different Philippines
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Nah, but like my thing is by showing places like that, I hope that we can humanize how like the quote unquote urban poor or the quote unquote underprivileged look like they're
Yeah.
people. And I think a lot of the times when we're caught up in our little insulated bubbles in BGC and Makati.
Dang it. I'm
Yeah,
from there, bro.
Oh, sorry. In the nicer parts of those parts.
Yeah, yeah.
BGC, like there is no Riverside in BGC.
No,
but
and behind it.
yeah,
That's
behind
where-
it. Yeah, in
there's-
Taguig.
That's where I'm from,
Yeah,
bro.
in Taguig,
Samba.
yo. I mean, that's where the tenement court is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out, tenement court, Mike
Shout
Swift.
out Tenement. I know some rappers in there.
Yeah, yo, shout out the
T
tenement.
Gang,
man.
T Gang. What's up, T Gang?
Hey, T Gang.
Hey, they're
man.
they're under Mike Swift too.
Oh,
yeah.
talaga? Gusto ko silang ano.
Well, shout out to Mike Swift, man.
Dalaw ako dun sana sa inyo.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think folks who are from more privileged areas, like they stay away from those places, and they have very particular stereotypes
yeah.
that are usually come from prejudice and ignorance. And
Yeah, yeah.
so I think the more that we can show what life is actually like, and also show that you can go there and not get held up, not get
or not
pickpocketed,
get- yeah, yeah, 'cause
that you'll
that's
be
always, yeah.
fine, and you might actually have a funner time
Or
than
e-
a BGC club.
Or even like Philams going to the Philippines, like when they're
Yeah.
going to the film, their titas would be like, "Don't go there. You're gonna
Yeah.
get hold up. You're gonna get."
Yeah. Hey, real talk.
Kidnapped, you
To be real, the only reason why we have places like BGC, the only reason why we have so many SMs is because people get displaced to build those places. And so the reason why I have like a Riverside, the reason why there's a Payatas, those places exist and look the way they do because folks got evicted and pushed to places like that just to build the nice air-conditioned mall
Dude.
or the nice little BGC, like Bonifacio High Street to build all the nice condominiums. So when we go in there as Phil Lambs on vacation, we're just kind of feeding into this whole thing that pushes away most of the people to make
culture, too.
room
Yeah.
to make room for the comfortable lifestyle of a few people like
Right.
vacationing Phil Lambs named Will Dasovich.
So, so this is High Street, right?
Sorry,
This
man.
is
Yeah,
High Street right here.
Bonifacio High Street.
This is High Street. There's a street called Kalayaan. I live
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah. On Kalayaan?
Like
Well, there's a
in the other
Kalayaan
side.
in, okay,
Yeah,
we have a
yeah.
Kalayaan in QC.
But this is like the
yeah.
urban area.
Yeah.
So we're literally one highway from BGC.
Yeah, dude.
But you know what's funny? Because BGC before that's still part of
Yeah.
our urban neighborhood
Yeah.
before back in the days.
Yeah.
Little by little, they're buying
Yeah.
this ghetto-ness.
Yeah.
But there's in BGC, if you go there, there's one house.
Yeah.
It's still urban, and then it's surrounded by buildings. But when you
It's
see it, you're like,
crazy.
it's a trip, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I think the tendency when you don't come from those places is to like look at it as an eyesore
Yeah.
or to criticize the people
Yeah.
there, criticize what it looks like. It's like, oh, this place is so dirty. And when you go to BGC, it's like, oh, this place is so,
So
clean.
clean.
But we gotta remember, the only reason why a place like BGC is so clean is because they dump the garbage in places like Payatas or in places like
Where's
where
Payatas
Tondo
at?
used to be. Quezon City, actually.
Oh.
It's the barangay right next to ours, the Commonwealth. Shout out Payatas. May mga kababayan tayo taga dun.
No, but I did go to Smoky Mountain before.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
But
what was Smoky Mountain? A lot of when that got demolished, a lot of the folks moved to Payatas.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of the trash that was in Smoky Mountain that got moved over
Where's
to
Smoky
Payatas.
Mountain at?
Tondo.
Right? Tondo.
Tondo.
Yeah.
Shout out sa mga ating mga kababayan. Si Taki, kababayan Taki, taga Tondo yun.
Taki.
My guitarist.
Taki? Which Taki? Oh,
This
no,
one, the guitarist.
I thought
Yeah,
you were talking
yeah.
about the
He
rappers. Yeah.
taga Tondo siya. But you know, I think I studied political economy. That's why I really
Yeah.
pay attention.
We
I
could
mean,
tell.
I go on and on
We
about
could
these things.
tell.
Socioeconomic inequality.
Yeah.
But no, dude, just to really talk about why are things so unequal and to change the stereotypes we have of the places that tend to be forgotten and ignored, I think is really important. So that's one of the things I try to do through my music, through my content, and not just reinforce the stereotypes like a lot of other content creators kind of do. So, not trying to throw shade, but I'm trying to throw shade. Ano sabi nila? Bato-bato sa langit.
Yeah.
Kapag
Wag magalit pag tinamaan ka,
wag kang
yeah.
magalit kapag tinamaan ka. Eh, di ko kasalanan. Binabato-bato ko lang. Kung
there you go.
tinamaan ka,
That's
if
right.
the shoe fits,
That means
bahala ka. Eh di, ayusin mo ang sarili mo. No, just playing. Come to
Oh.
Riverside. Come to Riverside, fam.
There you go, man. You have any last words to say?
Appreciate it if you can follow my handles at SOBRANGITM. Nandito sa comment section yung Instagram, YouTube ko. Pero doon ang lahat ng aking content. If you just follow yung aking Instagram.
It should be right here.
Yep. Okay, yes.
It's underneath, yeah.
Dope. Andun yung lahat ng mga links ko. So links to my YouTube, links to my Spotify, nasa link in bio. So just follow my Instagram. And so you can keep up with what I'm doing in Riverside, the work that we're doing, and the stories that we're trying to tell about life over there. And so grateful to be part of this space, this platform. I hope you continue to do this kind of thing. It's a really dope space, RS.
Yeah.
And just want to say, maganda ang pag-iitim. Kapag umitim ka, ibig sabihin pumogi ka, gumanda ka. At yun lang mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you guys for watching. Support ITM on Spotify, YouTube,
Iya!
SoundCloud, and all of
Bye
those.
one more time.
Iya, talaga naman.
Shout out to Lola for that sick. Whatever you call that. Tag?
Iya! It's well now we made it an ad lib,
An
but
ad-lib,
it's it's just a colloquialism from Quezon.
So
from
go
Southern
follow
Tagalog.
him on Instagram and wait for our track that's coming out soon. I don't know. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Oh, bago mag 2023 andun na.
Hopefully, yeah. And yeah, beat makers, reach out to him. He's dope. He's fun to work with.
Baka naman po.
Yep.
Sana.
And we have a lot of dope beat makers in the Philippines, man.
Dami.
Dami.
Marami.
Just wala lang chance. Wala lang ano.
Tama.
Alright. There you have it. Peace.
Peace. Ingat at salamat mga kababayan.
Salamat.
Iya!
And now
Talaga
1:30.
naman.
Let's go.
Hey.